Once upon a time, a fox was playing in the reeds. One of the reeds broke. The fox took the straw and put it on his shoulder and started walking. In the middle of the way, he saw a rooster that was standing on a wall and was chanting God. When the fox saw the rooster, he said, "Hey rooster, this is not a trick. I have given up those things that you saw I used to do. Now I am going to Mecca, to visit the house of God." The naive, ignorant rooster was fooled by hearing these words, and said, "Hey fox, I also wish to go on a pilgrimage with you." Fox said, "Very well, let's go." The rooster came down from the wall and went with the fox. After a little while, they reached the edge of a river. A duck was swimming in the mentioned river. As soon as the duck saw the rooster going with the fox, it called from the bottom of the water, "Hey rooster, have you neglected to mention God when you go with the fox?" The rooster said, "It is not as you think." The duck said, "Now if it's like what you say, I will also go on pilgrimage with you." The fox and rooster said, "Bismillah. Let's go." The duck came out of the water and became their companion. They set off together. After a while, they reached a garden. Hoopoe was sitting on a tree. When he saw that the duck and the rooster were going with the fox, he called from the top of the tree, "Ah fools! What sin have you committed to fall into the hands of this bastard fox?" The duck said, "We have not committed any sin, it is not as you think. We are going to Mecca." Hoopoe said, "If that is the case, I will go there with you." They said, "In the name of God." "Here you are." Hoopoe came down from the tree and walked with them. They went until they reached the fox's den. As soon as their eyes fell on the fox's hole, they saw that wow! Some of the chicken's hands and feet are piled up there. They started shaking with fear. The fox said, "Don't be afraid. Since I repented, I no longer hurt the chickens. Now let's spend the night here and leave again early in the morning." They went into the fox hole and, as it was, dawned the night. As soon as it was morning, the fox got up and called the rooster first. The rooster came to him. The fox said, "Do you remember what taunts you used to make fun of me from the roof one day?" The rooster crowed in begging and lamentation and said, "Oh fox, please forgive my sins." The fox said, "Are you the right person to go into people's houses and look at people's women from the roofs, under the pretext of saying the adhan?" Rooster said, "Hey fox, God created me to wake up early at dawn and give the call to prayer so that people wake up to pray." The fox said, "You may be so faithful, but your mother was not like that." The fox went ahead and grabbed the rooster's throat, strangled him and ate him. After he finished eating the cock, he called the duck. The duck came and the fox said to him, "Do you remember that you raised your voice from inside the water stream house, and what were you saying to me?" He started to say apologize. The fox said, "It is true. I got over this sin. But what can I do with this other sin of yours, that you go into the waters, swim, and by doing this you disturb the waters and make them dirty and polluted?" Then a believer wants to perform ablution, he sees that the water is dirty. He said this and bit the duck's throat. He choked and ate him this way. After eating the duck, he called Hoopoe and said, "Do you remember what you used to talk to me above the tree? You have now named yourself Suleiman's messenger and made yourself dear to the people?" Hoopoe said, "I was finding water for my master." Fox said, "Bastard! Do not lie. If you are telling the truth and you really have this art and can find water, then show me the water." Hoopoe sat down on the ground and started to dig the ground to get the water out. The fox jumped up and took the Hoopoe in his mouth. Hoopoe raised his voice from inside the fox's mouth and said, "Oh fox, I advise you to listen." The fox opened his mouth to say. Suddenly a hoopoe jumped out of his open mouth. When he was jumping and going, he saw an army coming from a distance, and a falcon was flying in front of the army. Hoopoe went ahead and asked the falcon, "Where are you going?" The falcon said, "Messenger of Suleiman. This army is looking for something to do." Hoopoe said, "What to do?" The falcon said, "We have been looking for 3 days, and we have found a rabbit. But we can't find the fox." Hoopoe said, "I know a fox. Let me show you." Headed in front, and the falcon and the riders followed him until they reached the fox's hole. Hoopoe went to the fox's nest and said, "Hey fox, you really loved me a lot, and I am very shy in front of you. Now I have come to repay your kindness. Now a large army is coming from behind to destroy your house. If your heart is burning for your youth, run away soon." The fox came out of the hole. He looked around, and at the desert, he saw that Hoopoe was telling the truth. He wanted to run away, but the riders sent the hounds after him. The fox ran for a while and got tired. The hounds caught him and tore him to pieces. Then the horseman arrived and took out his skin and took it for the king's daughter. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos, and don't forget to like it. Thank you.